Hi guys, welcome to Cameron's Corner and to another Creative Wednesday video. And today we're going to do a flip through this art journal that I started about 2 years ago. It's one of my first art journals, and actually it's a scrapbook from Paper Chase, and I love these albums. Although by now this has to be redone because it keeps falling apart. Okay, so well, let's just get started. So this page is actually one of the first pages I ever made. I had some stencils that I bought in America, and that was years ago. And this is Coco Pele, if I say that right. And I have no idea how I did this. I just put on some distressed ink, I think, and I had some stencils, my first dilution stencils and some dilution stamps. And I loved it. It was actually just layering with ink and stencils. And yeah, my first page. And then later on I had this little spot over here and I hated it, but by now I just don't care anymore if that happens. So this is my next page, and I definitely used the dilution sprays over here. I stamped this stamp, I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit shimmery, with Versamark, and then I embossed it. And I cut out some roses out of a magazine, and it says roses are red unless they are pink, because these are pink. Thought it was funny. And then I put some ribbon over here, and that's not something I usually do, so this is really a different page for me. And this is one of my first goes at drawing a girl, a face, and I got this a bit from Jenny Belly, and my daughter, she said, if you can't draw eyes, just close your eyes. It's very simple. So this is what I did, and I had some cute stamps, hope, wish and dream, and they're still on my desk, see. So this was done in August 23rd, 2014. So that's when I started this journal. A bit of washi tape and a bit of scrap paper. And this was completely new for me. I never did anything like this because I was really a stamper, as you might know by now. So I just started trying things out. Yeah, this is really something I tried out. I used my dilution sprays, and I just, put 2 pages together and then got this spread. And then I made this lady, and this is again from Dilutions. And I drew the head myself and just some stenciling, sorry. And I love this quote. I'm so fascinated by the process, fascinating myself fascinates me. That's lovely. And then I had this page and I didn't know what to do. And then I had these distress stains and I started doing that. And it splattered. Splattered? That's not a word. It just splat. And it's just a stupid page, but I kind of like it. And these are the... Ooh, what are they called? I've got them over here. These things. Irresistible from Imagine Crafts. They just lay on top of your page. It's very, it's got a fine tip you can draw with and write with, and I was just trying things out and I kind of like it. It's a colorful page and I love this page, guys. We went to a Chinese restaurant and they had these beautiful, well, in Dutch it's called placemats, but that just sounds too English to be actually English, so I'm not sure if that's what it's called. But the piece of paper they put on your plate. And it had this lovely lady on it, and I loved it so much that I asked if I could have one extra to take home with me, and they gave me a few. And I had this stencil with cherry blossoms, sakura, and I thought she would look really lovely on that. So I used my gelatos over here, and I just made this background, and then stenciled this over it. My words won't come out today. And then put this lovely lady on there, and I absolutely adore this page. It's so beautiful. Okay, well then this page is totally different. I made these stencils, or masks actually, out of glue. This is a hot glue machine where I did this with, and I just made a tree and just some random figures and some swirls. So if you do that on your craft mat and you let it dry, which dries really quickly, then you take it off and you have a nice mask. So then I just sprayed over it and made a really weird page. And actually these, I did this once before, these are owls. But if you turn them around, they really look like bats. So I say over here, best not look behind you or you might see what's lurking in the shadows. Okay, this page. This was one of my first goes with masks, with stencils, and these are from Dilution, and actually it looks a bit like what I made in my previous video, but this was a stencil that I already had that you could buy from Dilutions, and this was my first attempt with a jelly plate, and I kind of like it, so I just drew over it with a normal pen and I just wrote something in here. It's kind of nice. And guys, this one I made at my friend's Mario. We were starting to work with Stampin' Up! Ink and some Stampin' Up! Stamps. This was 2013, so you can see I'm just going through these pages. This is 2013, and this one, what was it? This one is in 2014. This is October 16th. So I just take a page and just do something, and well, it filled up in a few years. Anyways, we started with Stampin' Up! And we just took the ink pad and just put it on the paper and added some stamps. It was really simple. And then I wrote Stampin' Up! Art. But I had my book the other way around because I do that a lot. I just lay it like this and I forget that it's the other way around. But in this case it was kind of funny because it's called Stampin' Up! And I've got it upside down. So I kind of liked it. So over here I worked again for one of the first times with my jelly plate, and back then I didn't put my book on the jelly plate, but I put the whole jelly plate on the book. But that doesn't matter. I made a nice background, and here I just cleaned my brayer so it has a bit of the same colors. And with my gelatos I made little circles, and then I put the jelly plate over it again. So I got this pink over it, which looks orange by now, and I just, with a little spoon, I just took off the paint and the gelatos came through again. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but it looks really nice. And then I think a year later I colored these in. I had a nice day with my mom and my sister and my daughter, and we just sat down and colored for a while. So I cut them out and I thought they would look really lovely on here. And I've been thinking what to do on this page, but I kind of like it. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. And that's new for me too, because there has to be a picture on there. Yeah, I just like this. Just colorful circles. Colorful circles. Okay, well, on this one, again with Dilution sprays. My friend Mario hadn't done that at all, I think, or not that often. So we made a page, you know, just put it together, and then you got this spread. And we just bought this nice stamp of this head, and there was this flower with the stamp. So we just made a nice hair out of it. Yeah, it's hair, because over here it says, and this is Dutch, it says als je haar maar goed zit, and that means as long as your hair is okay. So we thought it would be nice over here. It's just a weird page. And guys, look at this. I really like this page. When I made this, I hated it. It was not at all what I wanted. I knew that in America they had these little jelly plates, you know, just little squares, and I wanted that, but it just wasn't available in the Netherlands yet. Half a year later it was, but back then it wasn't. So I took a little jelly plate and I took my, how you say that, my cutting machine. I've got one with a handle. And I just put my jelly plate on it and cut it in a few pieces. And that was so scary because it's expensive stuff. But I kind of liked how it turned out. So I just started stamping with different colors, paint and stuff. And this should be a really nice glittery paint. And if you do tilt your book a bit, it is. But when I stamped it, it was not at all what I expected. So I didn't like it. And then a few days later I went back in and just started doodling all over it. And well, got a bit better. And now when I open this page, I really love it. I think this is such a fabulous page. So there you go. Sometimes you just have to leave it lying for a few days and then come back and think, nice, I made that. So this I made with a friend. She came here every once in a while just to try out some things. And again with Dilution sprays and some splashes of distress stains and some Dilution stamps, and these are from Tim Holtz, I think. And this is just a nice page to look at, and that's what I love to make, something that's nice to look at. And I love the little hat. Again, I made this, I took this book to my friend Mario a lot when I go there to stamp. And so this one was made there too. So again, with dilution sprays, that was what we were doing back then, as you can see. And just some Stampin' Up! Stamps, all kinds of flowers. And we cut out some flowers, well, with a flower punch. And just put some bling bling on there, and gorgeous. Okay, well, this is completely different from the previous page. Here I made a stencil again with a hot glue gun. I just made all kinds of circles and put it over here and just started spraying. And then I had a nice background. And then I just started putting arrows all through the little circles so you could see which way it went. But I didn't like it, actually. I thought that's kind of stupid. So I put this mask on there. I thought that would make it better, but no, still didn't like it. So then I sprayed over it with white dilution spray. And I put some white on the arrows to make them disappear a little, and I kind of liked it. And then I just, with a baby wipe, I wiped the, what did I say, the dilution spray. I just smeared it out a little, and I kind of like it. So now I love this page. And that's what I like about art journaling. Again, I don't journal a lot. I art most of the time, although this says the path to my heart. Oh, okay, that's what this was meant. Here's the heart, and then, yeah, just didn't work out. And but I like when something is something that you think, I don't like this, I really don't like this, and then maybe a few days or a few weeks later you come back and you just fix it. And now it's one of my favorite pages. This one was made with a new stencil that I had, and some stamps, and I really liked it, and I thought I want an elephant on there. But I just didn't have an elephant stamp. And then, I think, maybe half a year later, I colored this in at my friend's, and I thought, this is great on this page. But I colored it at her home, and I had no idea what colors the page was. So it's really different from this, but actually I kind of like it, the contrast. It's kind of nice. And why I put this washi tape over here, I have no idea, but it looks nice. Guys, this is when I started cutting out from magazines. Actually, after I saw Shannon Green's Unmasked Collecting Journal, I had never cut out pictures out of magazines before and used it in my art journal, so I had no idea how to do that. And then I found this little pug, and I really liked it. But she has, over here it says, I don't know, pug food half price, so her head was cut off. And I thought, well, yeah, I have to fix that. So I put some flowers over here, and here it says priced off to sale. I don't know. So this is just a background page where I just cleaned my brayer. And then you have a nice background. But then what do you do with it? So I put a pug on it, and I put just some ribbon on it, some bling bling, and I really like it. So I was so happy that this worked that I cut out this beauty. This was from the Fancy. I don't know why I have it. My daughter bought it, I think. And I like this picture very much. And I like the fact that this picture of her again was next to it. So I cut this out and put it on another background I made with dilution sprays. You know, when you just put a lot of water on your page and you take the spray nozzle out of from your bottle. And then you can just dip on... No, that's not true. This is Brusho. My first attempt with Brusho, or what's it called? You know, everyone has different names for it. Bister. Okay. You know, the powder you can use. And this was my first attempt, and I really liked it. And but then you have a nice background, and then what do you do? So I put this lady on there and some stickers, and I really love it. Needs nothing else. This is just the way I like it. So I like these two pages. These were my first attempts to mixed media with magazine clippings. And I really like it. Oh, and this page, guys, I made this with my own made dilution. No, I've got dilutions in my head. With my own made jelly plates, the little ones. And I used my steampunk stencils, and I really love this with the copper color and the ochre color. But it's been like that without these two on there and these thingies. It's been like that for, I think, over a year, and I just didn't know what to do with it. And then I got this from the Octopode factory. And I really love this. And this cat actually also. So I made it big and I colored it in and it's great. And these are die cuts. I had die cuts, so I painted these. I got these from a friend. She gave them to me and they were white. Excuse me. And I painted them black and it looks really nice. So, you know, that's what I like about this, and actually that's what this journal is all about. There are some pages in here that are still just backgrounds, and it can take over a year or sometimes longer before you figure out what to do with it, but eventually you'll get there. Okay, well, this page I made with my friend. She came to my house a few times and she didn't know what to do and she just wanted to learn something. So this day I learned her something about structure on your page, layers. So here's a bit of a tag. I don't know if you can see that. Here I've got a tag. Here I even have a little piece of wire and some carton. Is that carton? Some cutouts. And I even put some sand on here. Just a bit of glue and some sand. And then just go over it with gesso and paints. And then you got all kinds of layers. And well, I thought she looked really great in here. So this is one of my Under the Sea pages and I really love that. And here you see a bit of paper coming through. So she really liked doing this. She had never done that before, and actually I learned this as I go along too. I'd done a bit of this before, but I never used string. This is a little tag with a string attached. Kind of like it, how everything disappears in the background, but if you look closely you can still see them all. Okay guys, this page I also love. I took this book again to my friend Mario, and I take this book with me, and then we just sit and we think, well, what shall we do? So here we just started with paint, just started painting on it, and well, that's nice, you know, and then just stamp some on it, and then just doodle a bit on there, and we made these, we stamped these lovely ladies, sorry, and colored them in, and well, it looks really nice. Just a nice page, and it's just so nice to do things like this. Just don't think too much, just start somewhere and then think, this is a nice stamp, I can use that, and then you end up with a beautiful page like this. Oh guys, and this one I really love. This has been a background that's been a background for a very long time. I think I did this when I was working at the beginning of the book with all the dilution sprays. And I just didn't know what to do with it. We just made it, and yeah, it's been just waiting for something. And I just made this in February, last February, and I think it's been like this for a year and a half, just empty. And then I found this clipping, and she had these lovely colors, and I thought she'd look nice on here. And then I just found out how to do this by accident. I got my Posca pen and I just, you know, wanted paint to come out, but it didn't. And then suddenly, bloop, a lot of paint. So I took a straw and I just blew, and it went everywhere. And I really loved that. So I just started adding stems and stuff, and I love color. And I do. And well, this is the end result, and I really love this page. This one I made with a stencil. And I really love this bird, and I thought I want to do something with it. So I am just put a stencil on here. This is again a page where I put paint on that was left over. So and this also. So I just put the stencil on here, and with brown brown paint. You know, how do you say that? I'm not good with words today. I just put the bird on there. And I really like that. And here is where I cleaned the stencil with a baby wipe, and again and again. And well, I just thought I'd leave it like this. You know, this is a page where you think, shall I put something on here? So you know, picture, and you got a nice background that doesn't look like a bird anymore. But I just like this. So it says fly free, and over here it just says fly, 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 fly. So this is where I clean my sponges. When I got paint on it, I just clean it on a page. So you can see that on lots of pages actually, because over here you've got pink ones. I just have to clean it and put it somewhere, and well, then you just incorporate it in your page. Really like this. And here, oh look at this. I think, did I make a video about this one? No, about another one that looks really like this, but this is a real kitten and the other one I drew. Just love doing this. Look at the cute little kitten. So this is when I started cutting out more clippings from magazines. So this is just a little girl. She actually sits like this on a chair, but I cut away the chair. You can see where she leaned on it. And I thought, oh, she's lying here now. So I just made a swing where she could sit on, and I really love this. I like the colors. This again was a background page where I just had put some, tried something on, I think with a washi tape, and put paint on that, and just, you know, no, not washi tape, sticky note tape. I just put paint on there and put it on the page, and that was just something I tried out. And then I had a page with lots of paint on it, and I thought, yeah, what do I do? Well, now this cute little girl is sitting on a swing forever. This one I made at my friend's again. We just started making this. I don't know why we did that. It was just a messy page, and well, we just started stamping all over it and putting these little girls on there. And now it's just a very busy page, and I kind of like it. These are pages that just happen. And this one, oh guys, look at this cutie. My daughter made this. She drew this, and then I made a copy of it because I didn't color this. She drew it and she colored it, and it's actually this is about the size this one was, but I copied it and I cut it out. So I don't get any credit for this. This is all my daughter's. It's so adorable. And I had this spread. I made this at my friend's, and this is a spread where you think, yeah, it looks nice, but now what? And well, I just put her on. So this is one page, and I really like that. I don't need a sentiment or stripes or anything. This is just the way I like it. But what do I do with this? So this is one of those pages that's still in here, because this book is finally full, but not really complete, because this page I have to do something, but I don't know what yet. So I might never use this page. I might leave it like this. So she looks a bit lost, actually, in a huge forest or something. But when you just see this page, she's really cute. So this has to, well, have to do something. This page, this looks really weird together. This page I made in my previous video, and I really, really, really love this page. It turned out so great. And a while before that, I had tried this. It's the same as the little kitten. Where is she? You just take paint and put it on here and just go over it with a old credit card or comb or something like that. So that's what I did over here. And then you've got little pieces left. And I just made a border around it, and I wrote cupcake, cupcake. I can't say that. Cupcake, cupcake, cupcake. Say that 10 times. And just wrote it everywhere and stuck cupcake on there. And I kind of like it. It's just a silly page. This is the page that went horribly, I can't even say it. It went horribly wrong. I still don't really like it, guys. And now it's even got this over here because I made this page and I closed it too early, and now I got red paint over there. This is again with a jelly plate, and these are the real ones. You can see that are nice squares and ovals and circles. Oh, there are no circles on here, but I made this in the same colors because I thought that would be nice, but I have no idea what to do with it. Maybe I'm gonna put Christmas on here with big letters. So this is again like the red page, a page that just waits for something. And that might take a few years, but something will happen over here. And again, the same with this page. And I thought, shall I wait until I did something with this page to show you? Because it's, you know, my book is full, but not really. But this page is to show you how I use my spare paint. I use my jelly plates, the new ones, the little ones on here with nice colors. And I cleaned my brayer and my stencils on this side. So now I've got this page and I can put something nice on here, don't know what yet, and something else on here, but still it'll, you know, fit together because the colors are the same, but still totally different. So, well, a bit like this page, because this is leftover paint, just like this page, but I cleaned my stencil over here, so now this was leftover paint and this page was the way I wanted. But I kind of liked it, so it stays like that. And this is what I made, so I'm gonna make something nice with this. This is what I meant to make, and this is just leftover paint, but look what a great background that is. So this is just sitting here waiting for me for something to do with it, and I still have no idea yet. But I'll figure something out, and when I do, I'll show you. Might be a few years, but stay subscribed. And then I made this page with a new stencil that I had, and I wanted to try it out, and it was a nice Hawaiian flower, I thought, so I made some really nice bright colors and put this on there with paint, and I really liked it. And then again, a background. What do I do with it? I'm good at backgrounds, but I don't know what to do with it. But then my daughter drew this beautiful little girl. I like it so much. I love her style. And oh, I didn't even see that she had cherries in her hair. So cute. And it was just a picture this big, so I put it on the scanner and I made it bigger. And I didn't even color it myself. This is all her coloring. I just copied it and cut it out. But it looks really nice on this page. Look how cute that is. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna put another one over here, because I can show you. She made another one. Hold it. I don't know where it is. Wait. Because she made another one. Let me just show you this one. I really love this. So this one isn't the original either. This, or is it? Ooh, yes it is. Be careful with it. This is the original one she made. My daughter made this one, and I'm just gonna put this under my scanner and just copy it. And I thought I'd put it over here, but that might be a bit too much, two of those girls. But maybe it's kind of cute. So I don't know yet, but I want to use this one because it's really adorable. She's got a kimono, and oh, I really love this. So what do you think? Should I put it over here? Maybe a bit smaller and just put the two girls together? That's nice, isn't it? I was gonna say they look alike, but they do. But she's got blue eyes and she's got green eyes. So maybe they're sisters. So I think that would be nice, wouldn't it? Let me know. What do you think? Should I put her on here? So I'm gonna put this away very carefully because this is the original. Just please let me know, because I really want to know. What do you think? I think I might do it. Okay, and then the final page. It was that really weird scrap monster I made. I kind of like it. It's so stupid, actually. So that was my last page. I made a video of this one, and I hope you liked it. You see, I've got all kinds of different pages, and this one I don't like that much. It was just a bit too busy for my taste, but oh well. And very strange pages, and beautiful pages, weird pages, simple pages. I don't know. I kind of love what I did in here. This, you can see the progress I made actually in this album, and I really love it. So you can see this album is falling apart. I have to put a new binder in here. How do you say that? I don't know, but maybe I'll just leave it like this because it's part of the charm. I use this one so often, and well, I really like this. I hope you like this video too. I'm gonna open it on the cute page which my daughter made. Well, I made, but she drew. So anyways, I really hope you like this video. I hope you like this flip through, even though I just couldn't find the right words most of the time. That happens sometimes. It's still early right now when I'm when I'm filming this. So that's a good excuse. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up and let me know what you think I should do with this page. And if you want to see more of my videos, then please subscribe. And well, groetjes from Holland.